part of the things is to unveil the flag and players to be involved in it.
Well, here we go. The opening bounce here on Saturday night at Football Park as the Crows begin their defence. Luke Darcy gets the first kick, but it's only short. Down towards left half forward. Winmar gives chase. Hart hasn't missed a game in a couple of seasons. Pushes wide towards centre wing. It's interesting that the Bulldogs have won the toss. The breeze is very strong here at Football Park, probably the tune of at least 3 or 4 goals. Winmar takes it from Dimatina. A little bit too slow was Nicky on that occasion. The kick goes over the head of Martin. An opportunity now for Brown. Comes into this side, kicks long, but is just away to the right. And the first score of the board goes the way of the Western Bulldogs and Nathan Brown.
And Nathan Brown has been included in this side, no doubt, to be a goal kicker. He had an opportunity there with his first kick for the season. He just missed, but interesting to see, Sandy, that Cameron straight onto the ground after 30 seconds and Scott wind off.
The Hound is bringing it back into play. Bassett goes to the outer side. Good looking, long, penetrating kick. He was looking for Pittman on that occasion. Had Kane Johnson there to lend support, but taken over the line. As you would expect, a full house here at Football Park. Overcast conditions. There has been some rain, Platts, today.
Yes, there has been right up till lunchtime, right up till now.
But the ground looks like a bowling green.
It's beautiful.
Absolute picture. Darcy trying to do the work from behind. Scotty West was on his way, but there's been a whistle.
Ben Marsh is lined up at full forward for the Adelaide Crows. Darren Jarman in the goal square as well, with Josh Marnie, his direct opponent.
Pittman towards Robran. Who's got Robran as a matter of interest tonight, boys? Because my mind goes back to late last year.
One suspects it won't be Rowan Smith, Sandy.
There's the Bulldogs with Tony Liberatore awaiting his chance. Libba now in the veteran class at an age of 33.
I've got some news for you, Sandy. It is Rowan Smith.
Really? Good luck, Rowan. We look forward to that contest as it unfolds. Just the one behind on the board at the moment to the Bulldogs. Yes, I look down to half forward there, and there is Rowan Smith with Robran. Sutton is there, busy. So too is Brett James for the Adelaide Crows. Down towards half forward. The strong mark taken in opposition to Brodie Atkinson, who incidentally, and by all reports, has been in very, very good form. A couple of games with St Kilda. We wish him well at his new club. Here's Darcy. In towards half forward. Grant the target. Could have almost got one too high from Caven. He in turn looked to have been taken high, but umpire John Harvey comes in and decides to take charge.
And already a quick change, and Todd Curley has gone over onto Darren Jarman.
And also, Jared, I think Danny Southern's on to Robran. Just moved.
Over the line on the outer side. You agree, John, with this breeze? What, 3 to 4 goals?
3 to 4 goals, I think, Sandy. And I think that Western Bulldogs have to make the most of the first quarter as they can.
Yes, I notice Rowan Smith has drifted on to Brett Burton now. One of the players making their debut for the Adelaide Crows. Malcolm Blight has made 3 or 4 changes. Brown working hard. Bickley's working hard against him. The skipper does extremely well. Gets it away to Rashudo. Tries to push even way towards James Tyson. Runs out of room and it's over the line.
Looking forward to watching Brett Burton in action. According to Neil Curley, he's got a massive leap. He's about 6'1", 6'2".
Big leap, Jared.
And well, he may pull down mark of the year here tonight.
Pittman trying to do the work from behind. Steaming through was Garlick. Nigel Smart gets the hand pass away. Crows, you've just joined us, kicking into a fairly strong breeze, so it's not going to be easy. Scotty West almost threw that out to Dimatina. Going without it was Josh Marnie. Does have support, and that's okay. In towards the centre, however, and the mark is taken by Bassett. Defending from half back, and they set something up here. No, Winmar drops what he should have taken, Nicky, but is able to recover. A cry of ball, but Winmar's hand pass is okay. Gets it out wide to Rowan Smith. Smith looks up towards left half forward, and here's Leon Cameron loping up towards the forward line. Kick goes over the head of Grant. He's got a back pedal now. Got to beat a couple, including Bassett. Bassett losing ground. Property of hand pass up towards Connell. Matty Connell. Delightful little turn. Kicks it back towards Pittman. He's got good assistance in James Tyson, but there's been a push. Scotty West looks to be in trouble. That's drama for the Western Bulldogs.
Very groggy, Sandy. Scotty West. It's very groggy coming through the middle of the ground now.
Dent takes the free kick, gives it to Cameron. Scotty West is in real trouble. We'll get Neil Curley, I'm sure, to keep an eye on that. Michael Martin has it. Between centre and half forward. Big breeze at his back. Scotty West still being taken from the ground. That'll be tragic news if it is a serious injury. Johnson tidying up, gives it away. So the Dogs having trouble getting it past half forward at the moment. An opportunity through Marnie. Played with Collingwood. Nice kick drop short. Oh, that's dangerous. McLeod goes into the breeze up towards half forward. Southern. Too good on this occasion for Robbery. Comes across the ground towards Matthew Dent. Inboard they go. Got to take advantage of the breeze. And that's going to be down the ground against Jarman. So Brett Montgomery.
Well, Sandy, we just heard a bit of the boos there. Tony Libertroy has just come on the ground, so Adelaide Crows still love him.
So I think it's called memory. Montgomery. And Scotty West, we saw too, receiving medical attention on the sidelines. We'll go to Curl shortly when he has some news on that. Montgomery from 52 metres. Important kick for the Dogs with the breeze at their back. They'll be looking to get away to a flying start, but that's their second behind.
Well, Sam, there's been a lot of talk this week about revenge, and a lot of going to start off pretty rough and tough today, and I think it certainly has showed something with Scotty West.
Well, he's such an important player, isn't he,
yes,
for the Dogs? 3 times best and fairest. Wonderful contributor. Bassett kicks wide to the outer side. Bickley cool and calm in a crisis. Johnson, now Tyson. Promising move here for the Adelaide Crows. They've got Ricciuto running on the outer side. Here goes the Roo. Up towards centre half forward. Robin was one of the targets there. Now the Bulldog defence starts to pounce, and they're going to have to work too. Socket off the ground. That was by Johnson. He goes again for Southern. Southern is claimed. The tackling is fierce, and it's exciting to watch again. Saturday night is back and it's alive. Robin sets up the hand pass. McLeod comes in for his first game, and his second kick. Socket off the ground. Jones done it again.
How low will MobileNet go to get you mobile? $20 a month access? $15 a month? $10 a month. That's our lowest ever digital plan. And you can get it on the Ericsson GA628 for $79. And the new exclusive Motorola Jazz at a low $59. And both on MobileNet's lowest ever digital plan. Isn't it high time you got mobile? See your MobileNet dealer now.
Yes, Darren Jarman, what a fantastic player he is. And Pletcher said that there was talk of him going into the local league. He would have caused a bit of confusion down there.
Well, he played his first game last week in the local league, but there was some sort of talk about him coming back in this week, in which he has.
Oh, gee, Dent's in all sorts of trouble. It's going to come back. The Crows will take it forward. So Jarman has kicked the first goal of the night.
How'd you like to be a young back pocket playing your first game for North Adelaide, and all of a sudden Darren Jarman turns up in the forward pocket?
Welcome to my nightmare. Tyson in towards half forward once again. The big flyer was Burton. He's one of the new boys on the block. We watch out for him as he goes again.
Great vision.
The kick is okay for Brett James. That's good.
Great vision there from Burton.
James also passes into half forward. Couple almost spoiling themselves. Gee, this Bulldog defence has been tested early. That was brute strength from Ricciuto that farmed the ball forward. Hart now is going to run out of room. He does as we go down to the boundary line. Now medical report number 1. Girls?
Yes, Sandy. Pretty severe head knock. They're assessing him at the moment. Don't know at this stage. Not much information.
Well, he doesn't look too flash.
Ooh, he copped the knee accidentally in the back of the head, and well, he's obviously got some concussion.
Marnie's hand pass goes astray. Robin may make him pay. Penetrating kick in towards full forward. A couple of Crows almost run into each other. Otherwise, they could have
Marsh has done his knee, Sandy.
Marsh is down behind play. This is unbelievable. Marsh is down. Johnson gets the hand pass away towards Hudson. Let's keep an eye on Marsh. He's down and still down.
He immediately grabbed for that left knee.
In the meantime, the Dogs go forward through Brown. In towards goal. Is that the quick reply for the Western Bulldogs from Brown?
The Mitsubishi Express has loading doors on both sides. The competition doesn't. There's no stopping Express from Mitsubishi.
Only Hardware House has the best brands at the very best prices, like Valvoline XLV motor oil, top quality and top value at an unbelievable $12.43 from Australia's #1 home improvement centre. It's all here at Hardware House.
So Nathan Brown gets the Bulldogs' first goal. That is not the story at the moment. This is the story. Is it another knee, and a serious knee? Jared.
Well, I think it is a serious knee, and it happened, I think, before the impact. You see him there go straight down forward. He was just going back. His boots seemed to stick in the ground, and well, you can only suggest that is a cruciate ligament snapped.
In the meantime, Lucas Herbert is on the sidelines. He too is making his debut. A big, solidly built boy from North Adelaide. He's coming onto the ground, but the Crows must be wondering what they've done. First of all, to lose Sean Wren, and now this.
Certainly is a great opportunity now for Lucas Herbert to make his mark this year, Sandy. So he's gone straight down to full forward. I watched him a couple of times in the trial games this year, and a fairly big guy, can leap a bit, so certainly we'll have a big year hopefully for him.
Well, someone's going to have to stand up for them now after the loss of these two players. I bracket Wren in that. There is Lucas Herbert. As Platt said, comes from the North Adelaide club.
And we saw him debut against Port Adelaide here in the Ansett Cup. At centre-half forward, he was a very rugged player, very tough at the footy, but also a quick thinker with very good skills. So the Crows have got some depth, but by golly, it looks as if it's being sorely tested now.
The waters are getting shallower. Pittman could find himself a one-man band up there in the ruck division. So just a couple of points in it now as Montgomery pumps a high ball to the Dogs. Down towards a half forward once again. Bassett's working hard. Grant's giving chase. Hart there to lend support. Hasn't missed a game in 2 seasons. Out he goes to Matty Connell. Connell's away to the outer side. Kane Johnson's his target, but he's got him on centre wing. Comes inboard to Nigel Smart. Smart gives it back. Right down to half forward, in towards the pocket, and marked on the last line of defence by Matthew Croft. Leading Lucas Herbert in the race for the ball. Croft, first one way, then the other. Hugging the outer side with the aid of a strong breeze, but time is ticking away. Cameron gets claim. The ball spills free. Passes Nigel Smart. He's going to have to go again. They'll try and create a path, and that was okay for Atkinson. Tyson runs out of room.
Well, we've known Brad Johnson as a great wingman, but midway through last year he started to play a lot more as a midfielder, and tonight we're seeing him matched up on one of the most dangerous players in the competition in Andrew McLeod.
Darcy working hard, the big man. Over the top of him was Brodie Atkinson, wearing the number 2 strip for the Crows. Played a couple of games with St Kilda after winning a Magarey medal in '97. No one going anywhere, not until the free kick is given away the Dogs, but Dimitina's kick goes almost into his man. Flicked out by Eccles and then pushed wide. This is danger now for Marnie. Tyson comes charging at him. McLeod is lurking. Tyson asks the question, so too does Marnie, and he gets the answer in the affirmative.
Just jumped into his back there, Sandy.
Speaking of McLeod, has not had one practice match. This is his first outing for the year.
It's amazing, isn't it? Has already picked up a couple of possessions. Home polishing the Norm Smith medals. 2 points the margin. Pittman and Darcy at the back is the Roo. Rashido's hand pass towards Johnson. Back they go again. The Crows look threatening now. Joe steadies in towards the half-forward line. Where's Bagel Lucas? Herbert has it. Kicking into the breeze, but 40 metres out.
Well, he's been given an opportunity in unfortunate circumstances, but he won't be worrying about that. He's out on the ground and he's going to make an impact. And if he goes back and kicks this goal, well, they're setting themselves up pretty nicely here, John.
They certainly are, and Lucas Herbert has got a bit of pace on him too, Jared, so you know, look out for him.
Kicking into this breeze, if they can get a couple on the board, they really do stand the chance of building a big lead by half-time when they get the win in the second term.
22 years of age. Lucas Herbert heads for goal. 45-degree angle. Good looking kick, Lucas. You're in the big league now. A knock.
No team gets you closer than these footy writers. Every day on your official AFL paper, the Herald Sun.
Yes, Lucas Herbert joins an exclusive club, Jared, doesn't he?
He does. One kick in league footy, one goal. And Lucas Darcy now into the ruck, but he has been tending to push forward, allowing to that centre-half forward position, allowing Chris Grant to play deep in attack.
Pittman won it, but it was Garlick who got it out, puts it in front of Montgomery. Connell's giving chase. It's spinning away from him and over the line on the other side.
Probably nothing more frustrating in league footy, Platts, when you know you're free, you do the 30-metre chase for the footy and it just dribbles over the line.
Certainly is, Jared.
To the boundary line, Curls.
Yeah, Sandy, don't get too confused with this breeze. Although it's favouring the left of screen, the sides do score into this breeze at this ground.
I don't. We'll keep an eye on that. Hudson with Connell. Kept in play by Johnson. Oh, crunch. Now it might be up to Nigel Smart and co. Back to Johnson. Had good assistance. Back to Smart. Smart's kick up towards centre wing. Belted again towards line. Here comes Winmar. Cuts across nicely, Nicky. Had a couple of early possessions. Goes in towards the centre. And that's going to be okay for the Dogs because he finds Dimatina. Fleet of foot. Wastes no time. Goes inside 50. A bit of pushing and shoving going on there. But Garlick takes the mark. 50 metres out. Adelaide leading by 4 points at the moment. Now 3. Good tight start. Oh, Bassett's kick is going to be very dangerous. Hart just gets a touch to keep it in play. And so we'll have a throw in.
It's a good idea, but just nearly didn't pay off.
Been a grand player, hasn't he, Ben Hart? All-Australian number of years.
You can see there Libber doing a very close checking job on Mark Rasciuto.
I'd like Libber to be close checking, Jared.
Oh, he's one of the best in the business.
Sensational, isn't he?
Still.
Bentley's kick goes up towards centre wing. Kept in play by Martin. Hudson underground to Southern. Danny onto the right foot. Up towards the 50. Crows were second and third. Darcy chips it in towards Cameron. Bassett is there as well. Brown onto the left foot. Around the body he goes for the Dogs. And he's put through another one. Great snap.
With a job this big,
What do you think of your new wine room?
Oh, it looks terrific.
you need the experts.
We've also taken the precaution of reinforcing the floor.
We did?
Didn't we?
I did you?
All new home improvement at 7:30.
Then at 8.
Office equipment getting you down.
Damn you! I'm going to press cancel. Is that what you want? Because I'll do it. I'll press it. I'm going to beat you with your own toner cartridge.
Third Rock after home improvement Sunday.
And so far it has proved to be an inspired move by Terry Wallace. Nathan Brown's had an interrupted pre-season and he's thrown him straight into the senior side to kick goals from the forward pocket. To date, he's got 2.
3 points the margin as Brodie Atkinson rides Dimatina into the ground. He gets the free kick, plays on to Garlick. Garlick kicks down towards half forward towards Chris Grant. Couldn't take the mark from behind. Look at those Crows. Pounce upon. There's 4 of them. And Peter Cavan, with a quizzical look on his face, just asks the question of the man in white. On this occasion is Brian Sheehan. The Dogs have it in their attacking zone once again. Grant wins it. Looking down to that goal kicker, Nathan Brown. Kane Johnson holds him up.
I think it's fair to say one of the things that the Bulldogs have lacked, and perhaps the reason they haven't gone to the next step, is that little bit of magic and flair. But with Winmar and Nathan Brown emerging as a genuine player with maturity, they may just add that bit of flair.
Here's Rodman in front of Southern, but a long way from home. On the outer half-back flank here at Football Park. Played 7 games with Hawthorn, then came home. Now kicks up towards centre wing. Pittman is forced to defend. Fresh air shot opens the door for Nigel Smart. Only as far as Josh Marnie. Marnie swings it back towards half-forward once again for the Dogs. Winmar does the roving. Nicky goes again. Has it socked out of his arms by teammate Leon Cameron. But sits for Hudson. He's a goal kicker.
script.
Give them a rap and that's what they do. Curls.
Yeah, Sandy, golden opportunity for the Bulldogs here. The Crows have 3 virtually first-year players, you have to include Atkinson in that, on the ground at this stage, and I think it's a great opportunity for the Bullies to take control of this.
Pittman locking that ball up, and again Brian Sheehan comes in.
Talk about opportunities, Sandy, just, you know, Paul Hudson there, great opportunity, doesn't miss too many goals.
No.
Certainly need those in the first quarter.
The man who's approaching 400, Whitmar can be elusive in that area too, but not on this occasion. Atkinson. He's had a good first quarter, Brody Atkinson. Wider to Connell, wider still to Johnson. He lopes as if he's got half a day and does it with ease towards Robrin. Southerners at the back, gets a favourable bounce. Time's ticking away for the Dogs, and they haven't been able to take advantage of this breeze. That floating kick is marked by Connell again.
And the Adelaide defence, which was the best defence in the business last year, once again.
Things haven't changed much, have they?
No, very difficult to penetrate.
Connell has had a busy first quarter. 4 kicks and a couple of hand passes. Southern again. Towards Johnson. To half forward. Grant, the defender, comes over the top with a fist, pushes down the middle. An opportunity now for the left-footed Luke Darcy. He goes long, inside 50. Nathan Brown is there, but it's beautifully and defensively belted away from him by Kane Johnson.
Great discipline play there by Johnson.
Still an underrated player, Kane Johnson, but what a vital cog he's been in their 2 premiership wins.
In the left forward pocket region for the Dogs. Whitmar again, ready to pounce. Tyson. Another throw.
Mark Rashudo is trying to break the tag by charging into Paul Dimatina and picking him up.
3 points the margin at the moment. It's the Dogs who lead 15-12. Connell again defends. Picked up by Marnie though. Left foot's it high. Back inside 50 for the Dogs once more. Wider to Bickley. This defence is proving the rock of Gibraltar, but that's a sensational tackle. Too high, said the umpire. Advantage paid. Eccles couldn't take the mark. Tyson claimed, but gets the hand pass away to Rashudo. He gets a call from behind. That was from Atkinson. Bang, bang, bang.
Oh, shit.
It's just like a pinball machine. They're just bouncing off players from everywhere.
Well, you see here one of the Crows players takes the advantage. And I'm not sure it worked out in their favour.
Darcy gives away a little ground to try and set something up. Going across to Rowan Smith now. He could just about kick this. He's a prodigious kick. Look at that. Again, you wrap them up with this time. He's out of bounds on the full.
They're just falling for the 2-card trick here at the moment, the Bulldogs. They know they've got the win. They're trying to get goals from outside of the 50-metre zone, and the percentages are still so low there that you've still got to work the ball inside the 50.
So David Pittman to bring it back into play for the Adelaide Crows. Goes wide to the outer side, too far for Robrin, Southern, Darcy and co. Luke Darcy looking for a big year. I'm sure that Terry Wallace will be looking for a big year from him as well. To lend assistance to Scott Wine in the big man department. There's Dimatina, Rashudo and Pittman over the top. Back to Dimatina. Bickley right there with him. So too Garlick. Three points the margin. The Bulldogs leading, but kicking with what appears to be a 3-goal breeze, maybe more. We'll get more of an idea, I guess, by half-time. Atkinson claimed by Liberatore. Held him for a long time, did Libba. Rashudo shot out a lightning hand pass. That was a beauty. Finished with Bickley. He pops it over the top. Away they go again to Tyson. He looks down towards the left half-forward flank region. Again, the Dogs are forced to defend, and Matthew Dent does that pretty well. James goes to ground. Asks the question. Doesn't get the answer he wanted. Still having a bit of a chat. Pittman, good use of the body. Martin sneaks away from Connell. Kicks up towards centre wing. No mark taken. The Hudson tackle also could have been a little high. The ironical cheers go out and play on as the call. He gets the hand pass away to Nigel Smart. Smart kicks up towards half forward. A big pack of players there. Johnson waiting down in front. Now a chance for Montgomery. Pops one over the top. Precious seconds ticking away for the Dogs in this term. Rowan Smith. First one way, then the other. 55 metres out. Long bomb from Rowan. And again, away to the left, behind.
Same thing again, Jared, just pinning them out, just trying to kick goals from 60 metres out.
Yeah, ignored the handball to Nicky Winmar, who at the moment is getting the run around. Ben Hart is just one of the fittest players in the competition, as we know. And he's just running all over the ground. Nicky just struggling a bit at the moment.
4 points the margin then. Winmar's in that pack. But not an integral player. Cameron chips into the pocket. That's going to be okay, but a tight angle for Rowan Smith. Well, the Bulldogs have kicked 2 goals for. With the breeze, Adelaide 2 goals straight into it. Nathan Brown has the Bulldogs only 2 goals. And they're not going to add to it there from Rowan Smith going across the face. Brown, Johnson, Cotton and Pittman all there.
He just tried to set that one up at the top of the square, which was, I guess, the team play. But they really didn't have much chance of pulling that mark down with Pittman sitting tall there.
Oh, that was magnificent play by Brown to set up the goal for Johnson.
It's been argued about for years. Which is the smartest dog?
No idea.
6:30 Sunday.
Fetch!
The battle of the breeds is on to decide once and for all.
Hey.
And a story right out of the movie Bay. The chook that thinks a dog is his mum.
Well, I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it.
On Harry's Practice.
Then, John Jarrett learns how to build a better billy cart.
What do you think you are?
Kids Speak, Sunday at 7 on...
Brad Johnson and say thank you to Chris Grant. 3-4. The Bulldogs, Adelaide, 2 goals straight. 10 points the margin, favouring the Dogs. Kicking with the breeze. Darcy wins it. Down towards Johnson again. Back to Liberatore. They go charging forward. Another one here would be desperately handy. Grant almost held it long enough not to be held. But the hand pass goes astray. Martin's running into an open goal. Martin shoots. And here's kicked another one for the Doggies. Suddenly, they've snuck away with 2 quick goals. One from Michael Martin. Another one from Brad Johnson. 4-4. Plays 2 straight.
I think it's very important, Jared. Now, you know, in this type of footy, the centre breaks you just got to make it, and this is what the Western Bulldogs done quite well. You'll see Martin there run into a lovely open goal, and he loves that. Just tell by the smile on his face.
Yeah, just the pressure on the handball.
He seemed to do everything right there, Caven, but unfortunately, just had that bad handball, and Martin picked her up and kicked one of his good goals. 2 quick goals, and the game's got a different complexion, hasn't it? 16 points the margin now in favour of the Bulldogs, kicking with this breeze, and you feel now that they have justified the breeze and have won the quarter, but still a bit of time left and anything can happen. They go down towards half forward once again with Leon Cameron, pops it out in front of Winmar. Maybe too far for Nicky, but he goes again. Could have been held. The umpire said go on. He applies the tackle. It's taken over the line. He continues to try and get into the game. Some skill there, isn't it? Winmar and McLeod. In the left forward pocket for the Bulldogs. Grant again trying to pluck it with the one arm that almost gave away a free kick. Liberatore somehow got out of the bottom of the pack and has kicked it towards goal. An attempted soccer was not on, and the end result was 1 behind.
Well, that was nearly one of the goals of the season. It was just a freakish performance by Libba there, and if he was only dudded by an unkind bounce.
He should have marked it, Gerald, do you think?
Well, the diving mark.
Yeah, Montgomery should have marked it, I thought.
2 straight, plays 4 goals 5. The Bulldogs in front. Bassett heads to the outer side. Getting plenty of distance in his kicks despite the breeze, but it's pushed over the line in front of Kane Johnson. And another throw-in. Marvellous sight this at Football Park. Full house, round 1. We've been waiting a long time for it. Oh, gee, it's good to have it back.
It's good to have it back, Sandy.
Cameron gives it away, then goes again. Little left foot stabs okay to Montgomery. They're going to have to hurry up here. He could get them into serious trouble, put pressure on Cameron. Montgomery tries to go again. No one able to pick it up cleanly. Johnson was there, but he got surrounded by Crows. Bassett tried to get it out. Winmar's lurking. Montgomery once again. I think Nicky might have given away the free kick to Kane Johnson. Smart comes away. Hart showing us the skills that he's got. He's a sensational player to watch. Back he goes again. He's now down the centre wing. Combined well with Eccles. Kick drop short. It's picked up by Marty. A chance maybe for Hudson. In the middle of the ground. Gets the hand pass away. It wasn't a good one. Johnson took his eye off it just for a moment. That was long enough. Tyson Liberatore. Tyson has beaten Liver. Hand pass. A little proppy for James. Has time to get it back to him. Tyson's kick is high. Up towards half forward. Marty read it very, very well in the breeze. Gave it away to Martin. He's been busy. Looks up towards right half forward. Grant too far for him as the siren sounds. And it's taken over the line by Nigel Bassett. An exciting first quarter here at Football Park, where the Adelaide Crows kicking into the breeze. Got away to a start with a couple of quick goals from Darren Jarman and then Lucas Herbert, who was forced to come onto the ground after that tragic knee problem. But then the Bulldogs have hit back. Nathan Brown getting 2, Brad Johnson kicking 1, and Michael Martin kicking 1. So at quarter time here at Football Park, it's the Western Bulldogs 4-5-29, leading Adelaide 2 straight 12.
Grant has gone down a full forward, but they've got a couple of options. They could bring James Cook onto the ground and Chris Grant go out to centre half forward, and kicking into this breeze, you'd imagine they're going to need another taller cross there. But they could also bring Scotty Wind onto the ground, as they've done, into the ruck, and Luke Darcy play that role across the half forward line.
Yeah, we've got Scotty Wind set to go then in the second quarter.
Darcy actually starting the quarter as a loose defender.
So some interesting moves by Terry Wallace. Scotty Wind, as you would expect, really pumped up, but it's picked up by Rashudo. First kick of the second half. Southern tries to swipe it wide. That was fairly effective. You may have seen Luke Darcy, the loose man in defence there. This is Rowan Smith. Gets the hand pass away to Josh Marty. Had a fairly busy first quarter, but that kick was going straight to Hart. Steadies, brings it back towards centre wing. Hart also, like Rashudo, had a pretty good first quarter. Tried to bend that one back into the centre. Marty took them on. He's claimed.
Free kick.
Free kick, yeah.
Both fans not happy about that one. But Josh Marty, written into the ground, will take it at halfback. Plays on quickly to the loose man, Luke Darcy. Goes wider to the outer side. Hudson jostling for it with Smart. Hudson paid the mark and was quick to recover too as he gets it away to Liberatore. Liberatore goes into the breeze, in towards Grant. Got to beat a couple of them. Can't do that. Peter Caven picks it up. Comes wide towards Johnson. The spinning ball eludes him initially. Then his hand pass goes astray. Martin could have been held. The wizardry of Winmar didn't quite work then. Johnson is on the end of it. Kane Johnson now. The defence being tested, but it's a very, very good one. Connell goes short to Smart, and he takes it at half back. Away goes Nigel Smart.
And Rashudo let free.
James over the top. And there he is, the Roo, let free. Pittman's going to have to be quick, and he is eventually getting his kick down towards right half forward. There's Jarman. With him, Curley. Robrin there also. McLeod pops the hand pass over the top. We've got the two magicians at work, have we? And they make it look so easy.
Too easy for Jarman. Fantastic play there by Darren Jarman. It's just remarkable, like he had all the pressure under the world coming into this game about his fitness and that, but you just can't leave him out, can you? He's just one of those magicians who loves to kick a goal. About 40 metres out, great balance, and he's very happy with that.
Through the eye of the needle, and wasn't a great transition from defence right down the outer wing to the man himself.
Loves it.
What a double. McLeod and Jarman.
He's got the big snip too.
Uncle Vesta.
11 points the margin, favouring the Bulldogs. Tyson jumps on it for the Crows. His kick goes up towards half forward. Now the Dog defence has been put under plenty of pressure. This is Marty. 6 kicks and 4 hand passes, so he's done plenty early on. Johnson.
And this is where they're going to be in trouble, the Bulldogs, when they get held up across that half-back line. They haven't got a very tall half-forward line.
On half-forward at the moment, Grant holds it for a long time before giving it off to Winmar. Nicky Winmar goes with the left foot towards Martin. Now Martin trapped that beautifully and should capitalise with a goal. Well played.
Which one-ton club cab offers more cab storage space than any other ute in ute class? Which one-ton ute now offers soundproofing at passenger car levels? And which one-ton ute features side intrusion beams for that unexpected impact? One-ton Triton from Mitsubishi.
2 goals to Michael Martin, 2 goals to Nathan Brown for the Dogs, 1 to Brad Johnson. Again, they steady after the Crows kicked an early one in the turn. Here goes Brown again. Up towards half-forward, putting it out in front of Hudson, trying to sneak around Matty Connell. Hudson draws him, but puts pressure on to Dimatina. Real pressure. He loses it. James couldn't take it cleanly. Brown tries to go again. Bit of early fumbling, as you would expect. Ton of pressure and a ball up.
It was just the inaccurate handball that really broke that move down. Paul Hudson, it needed to put the ball out in front of the player for him to be able to run onto it, but by having to slow down, he gave the Crows defenders enough time to gather them up.
Bulldogs by 17 points, 35 to 18. Wine taken off the ball, he didn't have it. But the big men will do it again.
There's a bit of fun happening down in the Crows forward line. Darcy's a loose man there, but Nathan Bassett, his man, is staying around the centre line. So Darcy didn't know where to come back or forward.
It's Bassett in the middle at the moment. Interesting play. That was clever play by Winmar to tap it on. Garlick was his target. Couldn't get clear. There's James Cook still awaiting his opportunity. It's a real battle been going on between he and Kingsley Hunter. And the spot up forward. Wind and Pittman, won by the former. Belted even closer to goal. Hart is there once again. Just goes all the time. That was a sensational hand pass for Martin. Set it up for Mickey. And Winmar kicks a goal, his first with his new club.
Hi. Listen, I'm really sorry about what happened. Is there anything I can do to help get your car back on the road?
Well, with Amy, they're taking care of everything.
Quotes?
Done.
Repairs?
Done.
Good quality?
Guaranteed for the life of the car, even if I sell it.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess you don't need me then. Have a nice day.
A free service that takes care of all your post-crash running around. Call Amy now.
The margin now out to 23 points. I guess after what happened with Geelong and North Melbourne, we shouldn't start worrying about that yet. Anything can happen in this great game. Wine was beaten on that occasion. Dimatina ridden into the ground by Mark Bickley.
As we just saw there, Sandy, Lucas Herbert is coming into the ruck for his first run for the game.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see him. Solidly built boy. Robert contested on that occasion with Wine. They'll do it again. Scotty Wine, his year was 92, club champion, Brownlow medalist. Roberin's hand pass towards the Roo. Little test of strength there with Libba.
It's a good little rumble with Studio and Libba.
But they need a couple of the Crows here. Marnie's taken high. He's got a free kick. There was no question of that. Brown loves that left foot and he's just stubbed his toe. Crow fans crying for ball. I'm not happy with that. They wanted Garlick penalised.
Paul, I know Nathan Brown there. He just had no one up full to kick to, Jared, did he?
No, he was trying to invent a kick, and in the finish, he did.
Johnson, lightning hand pass to Mark. That's okay. He's away. Couple of bounces. Rashudo won't give up. But he's got his measure as he kicks in towards half forward. Tapped out forward by Conlon. Could have almost received it back again from Johnson. That's the way he eventually goes. Now on towards half. They're out of trouble. Back towards the centre. Bassett, they can set something up here. They've got a loose man. Tyson, if he can see him. Now he's got him. Beautiful pass. Couldn't take it though. Jarman is there. He gets caught. Gives the hand pass away. This is Burton. The youngster kicks the ball forward. The kick is a beauty, and the mark is taken by Atkinson.
We don't often get a chance to make amends when you make a silly mistake, but Brett Burton, fortunately, was on the end of a handball from Darren Jarman. And by virtue of a mongrel pun,
it's a mongrel kick too, wasn't it? And it's very, very hard to mark, I'll tell you that.
Brodie Atkinson had a couple of games with St Kilda, didn't kick a goal. Now he's got one for the Crows.
Well, it was a beautiful thing, just watching the way the ball moved Platts from one end of the ground to the other. It's just poetry in motion. It did break down with Brett there, but, well, we got a little bit of a mongrel on the finish, but it was just magnificent work. This is a class kick.
Straight through his hands.
It was dropped.
Front hands there by Jarman. Top of the square. And a mongrel kick.
Well, the Crows needed a steadier, and they've got it. 24 plays of 41. 6-5 the Bulldogs. 11 effective scoring shots to the Crows 4. Down by 17 points. Wind in ruck. Up against Lucas Herbert. Kicked the goal early on. Can't get it clear. Rashudo, some heavy body work. Smart comes in with a fist. Bounce it back towards the centre. Liquatore had it, lost it. Smart almost went again. Liquatore over the top asked the question. Dimatina is down there with him. Another ball up in the middle.
And I think we could see there with the ferocious attack of Mark Rashudo on Libba that the players know this game is in the balance at the moment.
Well, the Crows too made a fairly slow start last year. They don't want the same thing to happen. Eccles kicks down towards half forward. Bassett goes backwards to Rashudo. He goes short and almost knocks Kane Johnson out.
And that's the difference between the Crows' attack at the goals and the Bulldogs in the first term. He could have gone the long bomb there himself, the Roo. But in fact, he went for Kane Johnson. He's actually had a bit of a bout of the fumbles early in the match. He's getting plenty of possession. Just not clean at the moment.
While that's happening, Jared, Leon Cameron is back onto the ground. Hudson is off. And Curley bats that out of the danger zone. Eccles gives chase with Rowan Smith. Won't get there in time.
Well, I don't think Kane Johnson's much of a goal kicker, boys. I think he's more of a backman, as you can see by that kick then.
Wasn't a great opening shot, but he is a very highly skilled player generally, but he must have also had a lack of preparation this summer because he's just not sharp at the moment.
Rodgren doing the ruck work. Look at Libba. Curls, what do you got for us?
Yeah, just following up on Jared there. Yeah, Jared, there's about 7 players in the Crows lineup that have had a very limited preparation. I think this is why the Bullies are a bit sharper at this stage.
Any further thoughts on the breeze, Curls?
No, you can score into it. There's no problem there.
Marnie held, but got rid of it okay. Brown, coping it almost. Advantage?
They'll bring it back, Sandy. Yep.
So it will come right back to that half-back flank. And this is why. Kicked a couple of early goals. Nathan Brown, a Morris medalist 3 years ago. Now goes up towards Scotty Wine. Cameron does the roving. Just come off the bench. Now he can go all the way here. He's still going. He's inside 50. Could have gone all the way, but just puts it onto the chest of his champion teammate, Chris Bell.
The Bulldogs almost playing a version of Pagan's Paddock at the moment, with everybody up the ground, and you saw there Chris Grant just charging towards the goal. But the understanding between him and Cameron was fantastic there. Just as he got to about 15 metres out, he did the reverse and let it Cameron, and they've set themselves up for a good shot at goal here.
356 career goals. Dual All-Australian. An important kick for the Bulldogs. Not what they had in mind. Things really haven't improved for him.
Well, he has had the yips occasionally in front of goal.
Darcy almost threw that out, but it's accepted gleefully by Dimartina, who spears it in towards centre-half forward. That's going to be okay. Rowan Smith is there. Could kick a ball, but he's a long way out and he's into the breeze. 17 points is the margin. The Bulldogs lead if you've just joined us on Saturday Night Football.
Well, he's looking for an option here, Rowan.
Yeah, he's trying to set it up somewhere.
Pretty well all covered. So he goes for distance and the youngster takes the mark. That'll do his confidence the world of good. He kicked a goal, Lucas Herbert, in the first quarter.
And I think that kick actually shows the strength of the wind. Yeah. The other end of the ground, he had a shot from outside 50 and it went 10 rows deep.
Gets it off to Caven. Caven is a wide. Yes!
Fantastic kick too.
Great kick and a great mark to Rodman. And he lets one go. He pumps it long, deep inside 50. A couple of dogs almost collide. But there's Josh Marnie, I think, at the bottom of that pack, as the Crows make a change.
And David Gallagher on for his first run. Matty O'Connell coming off the ground. Drop the O.
David Gallagher, playing under 18s, an All-Australian junior. Here's Widmar in trouble. Jarman, little toe poke out, but no one on the other side of it. Den under pressure, gets the hand pass to Marnie. Marnie gives it away to Croft. From fullback down to halfback. And he's still going. That ball sits in the breeze in the end and they've got to chase for it. Cameron and Montgomery. It's Montgomery who picks it up. Heads towards half forward. Grant the target and read it beautifully. Used the body beautifully. Teammates go streaming down into the forward line. One of them is Rowan Smith.
But Jared, as you mentioned before, Jared, I think there was only Caven and Grant up in the forward line. Every other player was forward centre.
Tyson Edwards preparing to come on for the Crows too. As we watch Rowan Smith kicking from 45 metres. It's a sensational kick into the breeze, but it's just the way to the right. That was an excellent effort from Rowan Smith. 24, plays 42, 6-6, plays 4 straight. Hard to bring it back into play.
Really, it's the Bulldogs' inaccuracy that are keeping the Crows in this game at the moment.
Yeah, 12 effective scoring shots to 4. Caven pulls it back in towards the centre. Southern chipped it down, but Roberts on the end of the hand pass. This could be dangerous. Tyson Edwards just come onto the ground. Edwards kicking, pulls it back. No mark taken. Look at the hand pass over the top a little too far, and Jarman is there pleading, saying, what about me? But maybe Mark quickly didn't see him and was focused on that player out in the right forward pocket. Caven off, and Mark Stevens coming on also for the Crows. So Malcolm Blight bringing in a few changes with 7 minutes remaining in the first half. 25 plays 42. Curley goes back towards centre wing. Oh, McLeod, here's danger. They're out again. But
they just love each other, don't they? McLeod, Jarman. I suppose he's got a great opportunity, Jarman, tonight, you know, to really probably kick his 5 or 6 goals tonight, and I think he started off quite well.
Kicked 1 in the first term, has 1 so far in the second. Club championship at Hawthorn some 4 years ago. Well, that's unusual.
Always happens. Give him a rap. What happened, Sandy? I let you down.
Exactly right. Platts 4-2 plays 6-6. Crops kick wide. Garlic onto the left foot. Only as far as the big man heard it. Off he goes to Bickley. Bickley chips high. Marnie does well. Tyson Edwards was the one he had earmarked. Josh Marnie.
Had a good quarter, Marnie.
He has. Gives it off to Winmar. He goes wider to Darcy. Luke Darcy is okay. The Scotty Wine wants to pop it over the top with a player going past. That is Garlic. Forced to prop a little and then stab it in towards the middle. That was Montgomery. Winmar. Hand pass may pose problems for Martin. No, it's okay. Around the body he goes towards Brown. Traps it nicely. Want to come back onto that left foot. He does so now. Around the body and inside 50. A little bit of a nudge by the Norm Smith medalist, but it's all okay.
Good body, Sandy. Good body work, I thought.
Yeah. Does it well. Finds Rashudo. Tyson's loose on centre wing. Away he goes. Martin closing on him. Gets around him with ease. Looks towards half forward. This is a positive thrust by the Adelaide Crows. Well, they got the back. Pittman! Can't do so. The Dogs defend through Croft and wind again. And out of bounds. David Pittman.
Well, to be fair to David Pittman, it is a long way for a big bloke like that to bend down.
It's a good excuse for the big man, though, isn't it? Eh? But he could soccer it.
Well,
maybe a bit critical, but he tried his hardest. That's the main thing.
Robran lost it to Dimatina. He goes around the body to Rowan Smith. Smith wants to get on with proceedings towards Liberatore. Almost loses his jump, but he persists. Back to Rowan Smith again. Now Winmar starting to pick up a few touches as Nicky Winmar. 6 kicks, 4 hand passes to Brown. He's been busy too. 7 kicks. Into half forward. And Chris Grant will have a shot directly in front. 16 points the margin, favouring the Bulldogs. 4 minutes remaining in the half.
And you've just got to take your opportunities. David Pittman misses one up one end, and then 10 seconds later the ball's down the other end, and it could be a 12-point swing.
Grant from 40 metres. Almost ambles in. And are those yips continuing?
Opportunities, Sandy, again, we just talk about.
Let's hope it's not a case of the yips. 6-7. Plays 4-2 Hart from the back pocket. A couple of options on that outer side. And it'll be 50. Mark Stevens. No.
No 50?
No, up by Brian Sheehan. Saying to Stevens, take it from there. And he does.
Kick.
Goes with a booming punt kick. A couple of big flyers.
Yeah, but unfortunately for Burton, he pushed him. No, he's still got it.
He's going to be paid at Burton.
I thought Burton pushed.
Let's see what he does this time with his kick. That was a push. A few minutes ago. That was a nice old shot. Play on, says the umpire. Well, watch out because Jarman's in the vicinity, but so too is Scotty Wine. And it's Wine who gets it away towards Martin. Oh, the fans don't like that. But they like that though, because he's gone out of bounds on the foot.
Well, every Adelaide Crow supporter now knows that number 16 is Matthew Norton. Because they've just gotten to their record, they want to name him.
The man in white, Rashudo, in the meantime on centre wing. LaRue down towards the 50. That's a big kick and a big pack of players. Danny Sutherland's at the back. McLeod's in the thick of things. Oh, great tackle. Again, the crowd ball.
Loving it. The crowd absolutely love this game.
Jarman asked the question. Sutherland's under the pack. And now,
there it goes.
40 years back and bigger than ever on Saturday night. And there's their man, Matthew Norton.
He's gone straight to the top. of the popularity contest here.
Not one of his better bounces either. But it's pushed towards the line and over. That's right.
Well, let's have a look at what the Crows supporters are concerned about. I'm not sure that's what they're worried about.
Lucratora, a hurry, high left footer. Brown, one of the flyers. Rashudo, another. Brown recovered magnificently. He gives it off to Winmar. Winmar bounces once through the centre. Needs something set up across half forward. Over he goes to Montgomery. Montgomery's quick. He's inside 50. He's beaten 3 of them. He shoots towards goal and he's ripped it away to the left. Well, their inaccurate kicking may prove costly.
There again, Sandy. They're only 30 or 40 metres out for goals, and they've just got to kick those really to crunch them.
Pittman off, Connell back on.
They come in at half-time, 6 or 7 goals up at half-time. They've got a big chance to win this game.
And Scott Wine in a load of trouble.
He's in Scott West territory. In trouble. Just before half-time. Ball on the outer side. Kept in play by Matthew Dent. Off to Winmar on to Darcy. So Wine in trouble. Scott West in trouble. And of course, if you've just joined us, Ben Marsh for the Crows. Knee problems. May be serious. Montgomery at the back. Runs into the big man, Lucas Herbert. Oh, that is what happened to Scotty Wine. A real shake-up in the head. The play continues to go on, and on the end of it is Matty Connell, who's just come back out on the ground. Not a good kick, though, by Connell. Mark taken by Cox. Got a couple of options. Curley wide. He elects him. Curley's kick comes down towards centre wing. That's going to be too far, is it, for Croft? No, he does well to beat McLeod. McLeod persists and applies a smother. Keeps the ball in the vicinity. Fierce tackling on Martin. Allows the ball to spill free and opens the door for Tyson. Tyson's hand pass was wanted by McLeod. Desperate work by Garlick, however. Forces a throw-in. 6-8, plays 4-2. The Bulldogs lead. Change to that score at half-time. A tight term indeed, with the Western Bulldogs leading by 17 points at quarter-time, and the Adelaide Crows only adding 2-2 for the term. At half-time, the Bulldogs 6-8. Adelaide 4 goals 2. Nathan Brown and Michael Martin for the Bulldogs each have 2. Darren Jarman has kicked 2 for Adelaide, 1 in the first, 1 in the second.
Nigel Smart has started the second half at centre-half forward.
So here we go. The Dogs led by 17 points at quarter time. They lead by 18 at half time. We go into the second quarter. Darcy cocked one high, but he plays on straight away with a long bomb down towards Chris Grant. If it sits, he may get a chance to snap at it, but it's pushed towards the line. And good pressure from Mark Stevens, forcing a throw in.
Oh, that's a fantastic kick, Sandy. One kick and it's right down the forward line.
Breeze has not lessened, just looking at the flags around the ground. A stiff breeze favouring the Dogs at this end of the ground. Probably 3 to 4 goals, but they had a fine second quarter. And the Adelaide Crows were unable to take advantage of it, so they've got work to be done. And they're going to open with 4 premiership points. Rowan Smith gets the hand pass away. Here's danger. Gives it to goal shooter Hudson. Hudson kicks long for the Western Bulldogs and gives them the start they want.
Our health and safety rep identified a forklift pedestrian problem and called in work cover.
And you ignored them both?
No, I said I'd fix it.
Clearly you didn't.
It's just that the annual report, the shareholders meeting, sorting out our country warehouse, I thought that I was doing...
So where do we stand legally?
I'll be charged. So will the company.
And because we're company directors, we could be liable too.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Forever the opportunist, Paul Hudson gets his first goal He's having a race with Chris Grant towards 400. He's now got 353. Grant has got 356. They won't be worrying about that as the moment as Garlick pumps them into attack once again. Down towards Grant. It was holding on. Brown is going to be called to play on. Has he got the advantage? No, it's coming back now. And it will come back to Chris Grant as Nathan Brown went chasing goal number 3. This is a very dramatic moment in this game.
It is, Sandy's going to really open it up now. I think that twice Darcy has got it out of the centre, and the Western Bulldogs a quick kick out of the centre, and look where it is now, 40 metres out from goals with Chris Grant.
We just saw Hudson kick his first for the night. Now Grant.
Well, important shot this one for Chris Grant. His confidence won't be all that high.
24 points the margin at the moment. 30-point lead would be very, very handy. And he's done it. Grant gets his first. 2 quick goals to the Dogs, and suddenly they're 5 clear. 8-8 plays 4-2.
Yeah, another couple of quick ones, and this game will be blown right apart, and the Bulldogs will have almost an unassailable lead. They do look as if they're sharper, perhaps a little bit fitter at this stage in their preparation. But Nathan Bassett, who's done a reasonably good job as a defender, just giving that one away. In fact, it was Mark Stevens.
8 goals, 8. Plays 4-2. The Dogs leading. They have 6 goal kickers to date. And they've got a chance to go forward once again. The Liberatore rode the bump, then he slammed it down past centre. He was looking for Brown, but it gets stolen by the youngster. That was good play by Burton. In towards half forward. Can the Crows retaliate? They need a steadier badly. Liberatore almost gave away the free kick, but it's going to be okay for the Dogs as they bring it out wide. Towards centre wing, Rowan Smith the target. Over the top of Eccles with ease towards Darcy. The left footer can go over in towards left half forward. Not a good kick. Going to put real pressure on Cameron. He's equal to the task with a bullet-like hand pass to Johnson. Johnson's kick towards Grant, almost perfect. Grant could have been held. Plays for it. Doesn't get the free kick. Goes again. And it is the youngster who slaps it towards the line. It is eventually over. That's Brett Burton. There'll be a throw in. There's Grant and Burton. An excellent start by the Dogs in this 3rd term. 2 quick goals. They could blow them away with another one here. Cameron's a looping hand pass. Here goes McLeod, threading his way through half back. Look out, because here comes Rowan Smith. At the back is Eccles, and he steadies for the Crows. Chips the half forward. Beautiful kick. What a gem. A one-burner onto the chest of Jarman. He too goes short to Rashudo. And the rule will go back.
Well, we've just seen brilliant skills here tonight on some occasions, but that kick was absolutely spot on. He's drilled that about 50 metres into the wind and found its mark, which is most important.
This will quite test him here against the wind. Kicking from about 45 metres out. The big Roo.
Maybe even a little further, starting it right. It's bending back very well. I think he's done it.
No team gets you closer than these footy writers. Every day on your official AFL paper, the Herald Sun.
Crow fans needed firing up. Well, they've got it in the form of a big Mark Rashudo goal. Their 5th, 5-2. Plays 8 goals, 8. Another 1 or 2 there. Into the breeze will certainly lift them. Johnson round the body for the Dogs, though. Kicks up towards half forward, only as far as the Hound. This is Bassett. Comes wide and a half. It's almost as if the Crows have been stung by those 2 goals. Nigel Smart was held. He's got a free kick forward of centre. Listen to the ironic of cheers.
They're loving it, Sandy.
Not a lot in the free kicks. 10-7 favouring the Dogs. McLeod between centre wing and right half forward. Jarman lurking, cruising, I think we can say. He elects to go shorter than that, finding Bickley.
And the Bulldogs have dropped 3 players into a zone defence. Winmar is one, Matthew Dent's another.
There are 34 players in one half of the ground. Oh, some big flyers, and at the back it's going to be Hudson who will start the defence. Runs it out to Rowan Smith. Smith's down to half back, but his teammates have got to surge down the ground. This has to be spot on, and it was to Brown. Magnificent kick. Here's a one-out duel. Cameron and Hart, 2 very, very skillful players. Cameron sockets off the ground. Leon Cameron answers again for the Dogs.
Only Hardware House has the best brands at the very best prices, like Valvoline XLD motor oil, top quality and top value at an unbelievable $12.43 from Australia's #1 home improvement centre. It's all here at Hardware House.
The Mitsubishi Express has loading doors on both sides. The competition doesn't. There's no stopping the Express from Mitsubishi.
So Leon Cameron steadies the Bulldogs. 9-8 plays 5-2, 62-32. We're back to a 30-point margin. Liberatore, lightning hand pass out towards Garlick in front of Darcy. Darcy gets another one to accommodate Rowan Smith. Couldn't quite take it cleanly. Paddles it forward along. Still going. Almost down to left half forward. Finally the defence pounces on him. Curls.
Yeah, Sandy, at this stage where I'm sitting, you'd have to say the Bulldogs would have about 4 or 5 clear winners on the ground, whereas I can't find one for the Crows.
No, and that's doing it without Scotty West and Wind at the moment. Both appearing to be suffering from concussion or heavy knock high to the body. However, play continues to go on. Away goes Bickley, bouncing his way down centre wing. Can have another one. Whitmar's running with him, not at him. He could have had another. Kicks to half forward. Rodram clean ball. Good work on that occasion by Dent. It's the hand pass away. The Dogs out of trouble to the outer side. Martin has it now. Full house here at Football Park enjoying Saturday night football. Dog supporters around Australia will be loving Devatina. Taken high.
Well, this is an interesting decision. It could have gone either way.
It could have.
Because Paul Devatina raises his arm.
Oh.
Gee.
Well, could have gone either way. What do you reckon?
What was that?
A brave decision at Football Park.
Absolutely. Where is Mr. Norden?
The bottom line, Devatina has it. Spears it into Hudson. Drops what he should have taken. Bassett picks it up. Goes with a left footer that's wide to the outer side. Dogs have the numbers. Devatina applies the tackle. He locks it up. And they realised that maybe there was an opportunity lost there because there was 2-1 as far as Tyson was concerned.
I think we should also make note of that magnificent spoil by Todd Curley at the other end of the ground. Darren Jarman had the right position, looked to be going to take the mark, but Curley just got a hand in there, and it's set them up for a, well, perhaps a shot at goal.
Garlick, Darcy and Rashudo and Devatina all in there. The one who finishes up with it is umpire Brian Sheehan. There's a fair casualty list as far as the Bulldogs are concerned.
Yeah, it's a bad sign, isn't it, when a fellow comes off the ground and goes to the ice pack on the hamstring. Almost be certain that he's going to be missing for 2 to 3 weeks.
Herbert in trouble, loses it. Liberatore somehow out the back door, but then put it promptly out of bounds on the floor.
If Matthew Croft's off permanently, they're down to just one player on interchange, the Bulldogs.
With no West and no Wine. And 13 minutes remaining in this third quarter and then the last. So they may not finish with a full complement. Smart had a bit of it, but not enough. Again, fierce tackling from Matthew Dent, 27-year-old for the Dogs, who continue to hold this 30-point lead. Garlick sees it over the line. Martin is there with Liberatore.
They can keep it to just the 30 points and go in at three-quarter time with that as their deficit. You would say it's not an insurmountable lead.
Definitely not with this breeze, and we know what can happen. Hudson runs into trouble, tried to block. Here's the hand pass towards Tyson. He's away, 70 metres out, goes short, not quite short enough as Curley takes a timely mark at half-back. Over the top to Dent. Back again to Curley. They've got it into the centre. And Hudson back once more. He runs through the middle. The low pass was not a good one. McLeod lining to Eccles. Needs support and gets it. Rashudo here. Off to Jarman. This looks more promising. Maybe they can finish something up. He'll have another crack now. Tyson, 40, 35 metres. Shoots towards goal, but is away to the right.
Well, they really are having a crack at the moment, the Adelaide Crows, and maybe the injuries are going to take their toll on the Bulldogs. They're starting to run more fluidly through the middle of the ground, but that one needed to be got, John.
Well, Joe, I think that both sides have had the opportunities of kicking goals, running in from probably 25 to 30 metres out and missing, from both sides. Yep. So pretty critical. By the end of the game, I certainly will add up.
In this quarter, 3 goals to the Dogs, 1 goal, 1 to the Crows. Robrin sets himself. Hart was at the back. Dimartina sneaks out the back door, gives it away to Liberatore. His left footer is high, up towards left half forward. Good, desperate defensive work, sees it over the line. And that was by Mark Stevens.
Just see this game that the Western Bulldogs seem to be more desperate. The takeaways, the 50-50s, they just seem to be taking away a little bit more than the Crows are.
Rashudo goes wide, too wide. Winmar to bring it back.
He's played well tonight, Winmar.
He's picked up his touches, hasn't he? 7 kicks and 5 hand passes, Platts. This time he goes short to Garlick. Gets clear of Rashudo. Kicks up towards Grant, who's forced to spoil from behind. Bassett in trouble. Shot out towards Hart. Comes over the top of Connell. Just keeps it in play and then bends it back. Great kick. Great kick to Beckley. Now they can set something up here because Eccles has run on down the ground. They might make a path for it. Sherman does. This is Eccles still going. Montgomery gives chase and he flicked it over the line. That was.
They're all calling for it.
Well, this is one of the new rules. They were going to be pretty firm on it. Yeah. I'm not saying who the umpire was.
He did pretty game up the umpires, especially here at Footy Park.
Throw in. That's the bottom line. Robrin contesting, still contesting. Beckley tried to do it with strength. Darcy, Klein. Oh, it is fierce in there now. We're back in business as Garlick soccers off the ground. Towards Connell and the boundary line it goes.
We should go down to Neil Curley for a definitive opinion on this, but it would appear as if Matthew Norton just simply, Curls, won't pay the Crows a free kick.
Come on, Curls, give us something.
That was a close one.
Oh, golly.
You can get back on your chair now,
Boundary
Curls.
rider, boundary sitter. Hart. Does a 360 and then goes towards half. Where's a free kick for a push? No question of that against Jarman. Southern gives it off to Curl. He's at half-back, just loping away, waiting for a set-up further down the ground. It doesn't come, so he goes as long as he possibly can. And then, unfortunately, taken over the line by David Gallagher. Just took his eye off it at the critical time.
A few little nerves there, Sandy's first game tonight, so...
Only natural, isn't it?
That's it.
From the Paran under-18s. An all-Australian youngster last year. An exciting young player, and we say good luck to him in his career.
Well, they've spent a fair bit of energy in the last 5 or 6 minutes, the Adelaide Crows, just working their ball forward without a lot of result on the scoreboard.
They've closed it by 1 point. It's down to a 29-point margin for those people who've just joined our Saturday night coverage. Dimartina streams through, comes out with the ball, kicks up towards half forward. Crows have got a loose man here, but they'll need it. And they're not out of trouble yet. That was clever. That was Cameron. He shoots in towards goal, goes over the top of Brown. Now he had a player there too that he could have gone short to, and that was James Cook, who's on the ground. He was ignored, and as a result, one behind goes on the board. 9-9, leads 5-3.
And Leon just acknowledging, I think, to himself and to his teammates that he did the wrong thing.
James Cook has been in pretty good form. Kicked 5 in an intra-club match and has had a real battle with Kingsley Hunter as to who would take that key forward spot. I think it's a battle that may go on for a while. McLeod takes the Stevens hand pass, looks down towards Robrin. Well out in front of him and Southern. Wasn't a good one for the former. That's interesting.
He's paid this one.
That was a try.
He's paid that one. He had to pay that one.
Into half forward. Eccles.
Well, he's been quiet tonight, Andrew Eccles. A real star of the making, but he hasn't got near the footy tonight. But he is the sort of player with the ability to kick 3 goals in 5 minutes. And he's going to have a very big finish to this game, one suspects, if the Crows are to finish on top.
Directly in front, kicking into the breeze. Just 3 kicks and a couple of hand passes. As Jared said, pretty quiet night, but he can lift the roof here. And he does.
It's a new season and your favourite team is looking good.
Let's get ready to rumble!
They're slicker.
I've been gay 4 times.
Quicker.
Well, the club's hopping mad about it.
They're hopping mad.
And very definitely on the ball.
About that, there is no doubt.
If it's big in football,
you're right.
It's on Live and Kicking.
They're only extra large, I need double extra large.
Linford Christie and West Coast's Woosha drop in on Live and Kicking Wednesday.
8 minutes left in this term. Things warming up again in the intrastates with Eccles kicking his first. Garlick's kick is high, out of the centre. Not a lot of distance. Difficult one for Brown.
Marked it.
Did a great job to take that mark.
Playing a great game tonight.
Well, got the nod. A late inclusion. Kicked 2 early goals. And he's going to be hard to replace. Grant the flyer from the back. Couldn't take the mark. Pressure on the defence once again as Bassett comes wider to Eccles. Close to the line. Keeps it in play to Matty Conlon. Steadies and chips to centre wing. Going to be okay. The mark taken by Gallagher. That'll do the youngsters' confidence the world of good. Gallagher on centre wing. Has eyes for Robert. Got shut. Liberatore plays on. That's wide. And Winmar drops it over the line. Just forward of centre wing. As far as the Dogs are concerned, in their attacking zone with the breeze, but this is Hart defending beautifully. Spins out of trouble, kicks it back towards Hart and Robin. Haven't seen a lot of Robin tonight. Goes to ground and tries to flick it out. Eventually Winmar gets the opportunity. Steadies to centre wing and Garlick. Starting to pick up possessions at Winmar. Garlick too has been busy. 10 kicks. Drifted into half forward. He's asking a lot of Brown, and he doesn't let him down. He was surrounded by 3 Crows, gave away height, and has taken a spectacular mark.
This is an incredible mark. It appeared as if the Crows were going to raffle it. And Brown, the way he's been kicking the football, will go back and put this one straight through the middle.
He is having a night he will remember. 10 kicks, 3 hand passes, 4 marks. He's already kicked a couple of goals, but he's gone for the extra distance there. And he's tucked it away to the right for a ball.
Well, the absence of Scott West, he's been given the opportunity to play more in the midfield. He's, I'm sure, was designated to be a goal kicker up in the forward pocket, but when West went off, he went into the centre of the ground, and he's doing quite well.
Bassett brings it back into play. A little dangerous. Look out. Garlick's kick is smothered. That could be okay. Herbert is under pressure. Darcy tries to soccer off the ground. Gains a few metres. Tyson Edwards was in trouble, but it's Tyson who gives it away to James eventually. Good kick. Very good kick to Matty Connell. Players streaming down the ground. Connell with a flat helicopter punt. Looks for, but doesn't find Nigel Smart as we go down to curls.
Yeah, Sandy, bad news for Croft, as Jared called it, hamstring injury according to the doctor. No further part. But the good news for the Bullies is that Scotty Wind is warming up.
Well, that is good news to see him jogging around the sidelines again, because he did appear to cop a heavy knock. This is Dimatina. Sneaks away from Tyson Edwards. One bounce for Dimatina on the outer side. Inside 50. Here's some courage being shown here. That boy backing into the pack, and he's hit his own man. They're both down. We'll keep an eye on it as the chip away for goal is offline. One behind. Now, one of those players was Burton.
It doesn't look good, Sandy. He's just moved now. Mark Stevens is just...
Stevens is up, but Burton is down. Look at this. Crunch.
Straight down.
And James Cook, the odd man out.
And meanwhile, Mick Martin has come onto the ground for the Bulldogs. Nathan Brown coming off. And I'd reckon, John, they're just giving him a bit of a rest, given that he's had an ordinary preparation.
I think so.
A bit of a spell, a bit of a breather.
Breathe him in, yes.
Hart, in the meantime, is in the back pocket. Comes away. It's going to be okay. The mark taken by Brett James. Short to Bassett. Hound goes on to the left foot. They're going to have to be careful here, because they went straight over the top of Mark Stevens, who was still receiving attention. Tyson, they're not out of it yet, but he streams through half-back. Winmar sets himself. He's paid the opportunity. Garlick drops what he should have taken. Has time to recover. Goes back in towards the middle, and Rowan Smith is 65 out, but he can kick a long ball. This is no exception. It's a great kick. Sensational kick.
Oh, it's got to be the grab of the year.
If you live and breathe footy, now you can eat it. The Footy Burger, McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese.
Only Hardware House has the best brands at the very best prices, like this handy folding workbench. Unbelievable value at a sensational $39.95 from Australia's #1 home improvement centre. It's all here at Hardware House.
32 points is now the margin. The biggest lead that the Bulldogs have had in this game to date. And we've got only 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Eccles tries to tap it on to accommodate James. He does well to hold it up and then bring it out wide towards Bickley on the wing. Chips it up towards half-forward. They need something from Robran. Not getting it at the moment as it's slapped towards the line. There will be a throw-in.
Well, Shan, I think that the centre forward, Matty Robran, probably just needs to play a little bit better. 4 kicks, 4 handballs, and only 2 marks. So, very important player to the Crows. Must lift.
Got away to a slow start last year, the Crows, and are certainly aware of that. But at the moment, the Dogs are holding them at sway. Connell kicks into half-forward. Good mark taken by Raffuto.
And he's just pushed down into that full forward line. Mark Raffuto, we know he's a very capable player in that position. They do obviously lose a bit of midfield drive when he goes there, but he's got to have a rest eventually. We've seen him kick 1 goal in this term. This one is almost a soda in comparison.
And Gerald, I must say that every time he goes down the forward lines, he always kicks goals. And
Yep.
the opportunity now to kick another one.
15 possessions so far tonight. He's done his job. Kicks from 35. That's a great kick from the roof. He's got it.
Someday,
Did he win or lose? He lost.
he was living his father's dream.
Next time, we are going to win.
Trapped by his father's fear.
He's not going to America. I won't let anyone destroy this family.
In the face of tragedy, he found a new life of hope and conquered his lifelong dream. Jeffrey Rush in his Academy Award-winning performance. Toyota presents Shine, Sunday, 8:30 on 7.
Again, the Crows close the gap. 2 goals to Rashudo. The Dogs are forward through Dimartino. Taken by Johnson. Plays on quickly. Martin might make them pay. He bounces. He's caught. He loses it. Pushed towards the line. And taken over by Bassett. Throw it in as Johnson claims deliberate. All to no avail.
Funny play, Jared. I thought he had the opportunity to kick a goal. Probably, I just fumbled just there.
Yeah,
maybe should have kicked it instead of bounced it.
Inside 50 for the Dogs. Garlic unable to take it cleanly, but under great pressure. Look at James working on that tackle. Well done by Brett James. And now Hart comes away. Kicks towards Nigel Smart on centre wing. He couldn't take it. Sutton was in front of the pack. Winmar gives it off to Cameron. Leon Cameron steadies. Liberatore back to Leon Cameron. Inside 50 with that flat-looking punt once again. Pros have got the numbers. They're able to steady. The McLeod hand pass is okay to Bassett. He looks to the outer side. In towards the centre. That's all right. The tackle was high. They go on because they've got players streaming down the outer side. Here's Eccles. 60 metres out and closing. Eccles kicking towards full forward. They need a mark. They need Rashudo. They've got a free kick.
Not happy. Dent is not happy.
Not over yet this game. Don't worry about that. The Crows kicking with the breeze in the final term. Free kick there, Platts.
Well, Matty Dent was sort of complaining about holding on to Rue was holding on to him, which is a fair comment going back from the replay. But I've given it to Rashudo, so
this for his third. He's got it, and the Crows are still there.
It's a new season, and your favourite team is looking good.
Let's get ready to rumble!
They're slicker.
I've been gay 4 times.
Quicker.
Well, the club's hopping mad about it.
They're hopping mad.
And very definitely on the ball.
About that, there is no doubt.
If it's big in football,
You're right.
it's on Live and Kicking.
They're only extra large on a double extra large.
Linford Christie and West Coast Woosha drop in on Live and Kicking Wednesday.
Well, this cauldron has come to life. A couple of quick goals to the home side, the defending champions, and the margin is back to 20 points after it's shot out to 32. Here's Winmar out of the centre for the Dogs with under 2 minutes remaining. Kicks down towards full forward. Cook uses the body. He'll need to keep it in play. Can't pick it up initially and eventually loses it over the line.
I think if the Crows are going to make a major challenge in the last quarter, they've just got to organise their centre bounces a little bit, because they're getting absolutely slaughtered in the takeaways. It's 11-6 at the present time, and in this quarter, it really has been one-sided.
Well, they'll certainly make a challenge in the last quarter. How they'll fare, we'll wait and see, but it's all coming away on Saturday Night Football as Gallagher has taken over the line. Making his debut tonight. So too Lucas Herbert, the big man wearing number 1. Here's Liberatore around the body. James Cook is the meat in the sandwich. Not good at being the meat in the sandwich on that occasion, because Stevens comes away. Look out, Matty Connell. Can go short to James or Bassett or longer to Eccles or chip in between, and that's what he does.
50, no. The crowd are unbelievable sound now, mate.
Do you think they've been missing their footy, Platts?
Oh, I think so. We starved.
40,000 wanted 50 metres, so there's a bloke in mind who decided against it. Liberatore shoved in the back. Taken high.
And he's out. Liver is out. Up.
Oh, it's been a long summer, isn't it?
They love the liver.
Inside 50. Lucas Herbert couldn't take the mark. Danger here for the Crows. Hudson has it, in trouble, gives it away. Rowan Smith can kick a goal. He's away to the right, he's kicked it behind. And is still having a few words to say to the umpire.
I think he wanted a free kick, Sandy, after he kicked the ball. He's got a bit of a whack across the face there, but I wouldn't be too concerned about that.
Just chatting to Matthew Nord.
It wasn't.
He's all right.
They're going to play
it down here. They're going to have to stop this.
They'll only stop it if they call for the stretcher.
Well, there's a player down not 10 yards from the umpire behind him.
I think he's just got cramp. Nathan Bassett's just got cramp, so you can't really call a stretcher for cramp.
Let's hope that's all it is. As James tries to thread his way through some heavy traffic. He's not successful. Rowan Smith shoots towards goal, but slams it into the behind post. And a let off there for the Adelaide Crows as the siren sounds. What a fascinating third term here. Yeah, it looks as though he did cramp up and he is going to be okay. At one stage, the defending champions who are out to try and do something that Melbourne last did in the mid-50s look to be in all sorts of trouble. They might be injured, but they're not.
Opportunities, and they're working. We just got to nail them.
Sure, you're a great last scorer.
I think so, yes. Thanks.
Thank you, boys. Simon Mitten-Connell, who's the forwards coach, and of course a former player with the Dogs. As Luke Darcy tries to come out of the centre, he held it for a long time. First goal so important here in this final term. Out that comes towards Dimatina. Beaten for it, however, by McLeod. Tucks it under his arm and away he goes. Can he set something up in the middle? No, he can't. Scotty Wynd is out there as well. So it's desperate times for the Dogs, but it's great to see that he is maybe okay. Stacks on the mill, and there'll be a ball up just in the Crows' attacking zone. Boys, what do you think?
A tough one, Sandy. I think the Crows, if they've got to win, they've got to win the centre breaks, and up to three-quarter time, Western Bulldogs were 11-6.
And Jared, how's your tipping going, having seen that Brisbane score?
Well, the way it looks, Andy, I'll be going into Sunday to open my account.
Johnson's kick is long, it's wide, and it's to the left. Curls, what have you got for us?
Yeah, on that, Sandy, with the Crows, they have to get a lift across half forward. Robber and Smart just cannot get into the game there. They're being well held.
Yeah. They have an opportunity now in the attacking zone. Wynd is there for the Dogs. Robrin with the headband now. Connell, Rashudo, he's kicked a couple. This time the Roo goes across the ground, and the Dogs should be able to bring it away. Okay from Marnie. Didn't see him in the third quarter, but had a great first half. Southern has been disciplined and strong, as we know he can. Fancy work from Dimatina. Up towards centre wing. Forced to spoil. Here comes Hart. Somehow gets through some fairly heavy traffic. Hand passes a little proppy for the Hound, but Bassett is okay. Back he goes to Hart. Tries to set something up. They've got Tyson wide. Can they get there? Yes! Tries to draw the player. It's effective. An opportunity for James. It's high, it's long, but it's wide, and it's a behind.
Well, danger signs for the Bulldogs. They are up and running, the Adelaide Crows, and they've taken their form of the third term into this final quarter. And, Curls, I just wonder whether you wouldn't put Lucas Herbert at centre-half forward after he did so well there in the Ansett Cup game.
Nothing wrong with that thought at all, Jared, because Robin is not doing a lot.
Dent brings it back into play. Big pack of players. Tyson Edwards claimed and the ball is held to him, so umpire John Harvey decides he'll have it.
We've got Jarman and Rashudo and McLeod all in the forward line. If they can get the ball into the forward 50 enough, you'd imagine they'd kick the goals.
Marnie's kick partly smothered. Well, maybe there's an opportunity now. Inside 50, slapped back towards Tyson. Shows them a little of the ball. Then beats one, beats two.
The company knowingly sent an inexperienced young worker into an area where forklifts were operating. As a result, she was killed. The company is convicted and fined $210,000. Mr. Davis, you have shown remorse. But as a director, you knew where she was being sent and did nothing.
No comment.
You consented. Convicted and fined $40,000.
At one stage, it was 32 points the margin. It's now 14. The Crows coming back. The defending champs are warming up. What can the Dogs do? Humiliated in that preliminary final. I'm sure they haven't forgotten it. James' kick is high towards half forward. That's where courage is needed, and courage was shown by Hart. Johnson hand pass. It's going to come back, however.
Ben Hart. Great courage here from Ben Hart. Straight in the back of the pack.
Inspirational All-Australian. That's why.
Now, if that doesn't fire you up for the next few minutes, he's very groggy.
He's on all fours. He's on all fours, as you can see in our picture there. Now he's picked himself up. Dogs need a steadier. Martin has it from the point of the square. Goes wide. Montgomery, smart towards the line. Paddles it forward. Kicked beautifully in play. Anderson stolen by Martin. His hand pass goes astray. Bassett's got it. Crows are away. In towards Rodman. Has to beat 3. Belted clear. Pressure now on the Dogs' defence. Maybe an opportunity for the Roo. So close.
Just on that play there, guys. Nathan Bassett had the ball on the wing. Should have had a bounce. Had probably 2 or 3 bounce there, but kicked it to 1 Crows player to 3 Western Bulldogs player.
There's the courage of Hart once again from another angle. No disputing that. Cliffhanger unfolding here on Saturday Night Football on 7. Montgomery combines with Johnson to shut out Smart. In towards centre wing they go. But Martin goes back to Johnson. Now he's got a little bit of space. Has a look down towards the 50. Pass has to be good. It almost was. Bassett could have been taken high. Umpire says no. So a ball up, a margin of 13 points in favour of the Bulldogs. Leon Cameron on the sidelines for the Dogs, preparing to come on. Grant uses the left hand.
Shoot's taken high.
Yeah, he's got it.
Got it. Pass it. Gives away a little ground. Goes back towards Stevens. Was involved in that heavy collision earlier in the game with his teammate, but he's okay. Eccles has got a hack there. Almost. Goes to the outer wing. That's okay. Another of the youngsters is Burton. Up to half-forward. Big pack of players. Pressure now on the Dogs. The Connell hand pass goes astray. Dimatina comes over the top. Maybe they can get out of trouble once again for the moment. Back towards Martin in the middle. He's got players streaming down the ground. One of them is Johnson. He's on centre wing. Chips in towards the 50. And out in front is Chris Grant. Herbert drops back into the square, so he goes short to Rowan Smith. He knows the kicking capabilities of Smith, but he's 55 out. He's kicking into the breeze. Got a player streaming down the ground. Really at this stage no closer, but going from 51 is Montgomery. Into full forward. Big pack of players. Grant off the pack. Chris Grant the hand pass. The snap is high by Hudson. He's an opportunist. Could be off target, or is it good? He likes it. Goal umpire likes it.
Which one-ton ute is big enough to hold even the largest of loads? Which one-ton petrol ute offers anti-theft immobilisers, making it almost impossible to steal? And which one-ton two-wheel drive ute comes with a 2.4-litre petrol engine, making it more powerful than the 4-cylinder Rodeo, Courier and Bravo? One-ton Triton from Mitsubishi.
If ever a side needed a steadier, the Western Bulldogs needed that one, and they've got it. Back to a 19-point deficit, but Tyson can send the Crows charging forward again. Rogers full distance, great smother by Cameron, just on the ground. A chance though for Nigel Smart. Well done by Montgomery to affect the spoil. Pushes wide towards Rowan Smith. He's ripped into a tackle. Spooned out by Wine. Clever towards Curley. Suddenly the Dogs appear to lift a little. That kick is too wide for Grant. 14 minutes remaining in this game. Throw in on the outer side. And a crowd of just under 40,000. In fact, 39,224. They're at it again at Football Park.
David Pittman just on the boundary line, ready to come onto the ground. It's got Matt Connell coming off.
Kicks towards the 50. James Cook comes out, but well done by the youngster. He runs out of room eventually, Brett Burton. In front of the flag that was unfurled earlier tonight. There you can see it in the background. Special moment for the fans as their side begins yet another defence. Grant on all fours. Garlick comes in over the top. Liberatore scouting. Tyson Edwards there. Kane Johnson. Mark Stevens.
David Pittman's just come on. He's gone straight down the centre half forward.
Got a pretty taut forward line, the Adelaide Crows. Rodram, Pittman, Smart.
What they need is a couple of goals.
Burton's also down there. Pretty tall guy making his debut.
Remembering that the Western Bulldogs have never beaten Adelaide under lights. They've met 14 times altogether. The Dogs have the edge, 8-6. Here's a chance for Cook. Needs someone going past. That's okay. Garlick over the top to Martin. He's 40 metres out. Tries to get round. Now tries to pull it back. It's a wobbly old mongrel putt. And it's through for a behind.
Good try. There's plenty of mongrel kicks playing tonight in there.
Well, they've worked for him before. He's had plenty of possessions with 18. Martin spent some time on the bench.
It's a bit like your putting though, Jared, isn't it? Or golf. It's not how, it's how many that counts.
There's always plenty of those putts.
Not what I hear. On the outer side. Scotty White now called to play on. Look at that breeze holding that ball up. Herbert takes the mark. Legs like tree trunks. Comes across to Bassett. Cook holds him up. Got a player streaming wide. He's got a couple loose in towards the centre. Heads that way now. Stevens. No direct route at the moment. Now he goes down the middle. Big towards half forward. Big pack of players. One to the...
If you live and breathe footy, now you can eat it. The Footy Burger. McDonald's double quarter pounder with cheese.
Only Hardware House has the best brands at the very best prices, like Valvoline XLD motor oil, top quality and top value at an unbelievable $12.43 from Australia's #1 home improvement centre. It's all here at Hardware House.
Shades of Kiwi in a Melbourne Cup years ago. He swept around the field. So too McLeod swooped on that ball and left them in his wake. Again, back to a 14-point margin. The next one, so vital for the Crows. Darcy up high, using Herbert almost as a step ladder. Look out, because McLeod's near it again.
Oh, tackle him.
Almost gave away a free kick there. But gets the kick down to half forward. Southern couldn't take the mark. A chip clear towards Jarman. Almost threw it out.
Sorry.
He did throw it.
It's a strike. No.
They're in raptures, but back it comes.
He's just caught Jarman for throwing the ball.
The steadying whistle of umpire Norton.
He's having a good night.
No doubt about that, though.
It was a good decision, though.
Yep. Threw it out. Gee, they're on a roll at the minute. Whitmar to the outer side. Trying to steady this barrage. Hart was the flyer. Garlick waiting down for the Dogs. Sheparding sees him clear. Into the centre he goes, and he's got Martin. Now Martin's got Hudson loose on the flank.
It's just come on, Sandy.
Here he goes. Into half forward. The kick was not a good one. Needs someone at the back. Brown applies the tackle on Bickley. Maybe the door will open for James Cook or Brown. Brown gets the hand pass away. He's claimed. Loses it. Back it comes again to Bickley. Bickley goes wide and up hard. The Crows are steadying. They're not done with yet. Jarman's on the other side. The Cruiser stabs it into Michael Smart. Maybe he can cover himself with glory. He's had a pretty quiet night. Not a good kick. Not a good kick, and Darcy takes the mark.
Totally out of sorts at the moment, Nigel Smart.
Still plenty of time, though. Cameron is again on the sidelines as Montgomery has it. Garlick, I should say, has it on the outer side. 15 kicks for Simon Garlick. 5 hand passes, 4 marks. Had plenty of the footy. Herbert up with the one hand. Taken towards the line and kept in by Grant, but beautifully tackled. Could almost be pinged. But no, that was a Vice-like tackle. Curls.
Hello?
Curls. Hello.
Yes, Malcolm Blight's restricted with his bench. He has Atkinson and Caven both unavailable. So there's only the one player that he can use.
Well, he, like Terry Wallace, in some ways has his hands tied. Grant also again locked up. Good work by Stevens.
And with Nigel Smart, I think this is his first game for 3 weeks, so it could be a little bit underdone as well.
McLeod having his first game full stop this season, but again has shown us those brilliant passages of magic. James, hurried kick in towards the middle, flicked over the back, chopped off by Martin, goes wider to Liberatore. The hand pass back once again. That little chip is wide, but it's okay. Garlick's going to pick up another possession. Came from Dent. Garlick looks towards the 50-metre line, but the big man is in the way. Lucas Herbert.
He hasn't called 50. They still want the 50. The crowd's not happy.
Herbert goes towards centre wing. Jarman was up very, very early, giving away a free kick. No complaints from the champion Crow. Knew he infringed. Dent goes back towards half forward. They need one fairly smartly, although there's 8 minutes remaining. Kane Johnson for the Crows. Gives the hand pass away to James. Wobbles a punt up towards half forward. Closing in on the 50. Robrin needs to lift. Dent solid as a rock. The hand pass wide towards Southern. Had it. Lost it. Rashudo's there. Well done, Southern, to reclaim it. Kicks it back towards the half back line, and Darcy didn't quite sit for him. Got a hand to it, the left footer. Taken over the line.
Well, she's pretty much a stalemate at the moment. The Bulls are spending an inordinate amount of time on that outer wing. And both sides half back line well and truly on top.
Darcy, one touch of it. James taken high. A chance now for the Crows. Brett James, 10th kick. Short to Tyson Edwards. Longer, penetrating, wind at the spoiler. Southern trying to take the crumbs. He needs support. Could have almost been a free kick there. Marnie gets it out towards Winmar. Look away, hand pass to Johnson. Johnson's got Rowan Smith in the pocket. Look out, Rowan! In trouble. Kicks it in play. Chips it beautifully to half back. Winmar almost collided with his teammate. It's going to come away okay because Johnson backs him up. Bounces his way through centre wing. Brad Johnson a couple. He's run a long way. He's lost it. But Bentley has claimed. And there'll be a ball up smack bang in the middle of Football Park.
I think he was looking for Nicky Winmar, who dropped off the pace then. So maybe something said on Monday about to poor old Nicky.
Great play here by Rowan Smith. They really should have done better than they ended up doing, the Bulldogs. They had 2 players on the overlap.
Are those 34-year-old legs having trouble keeping up Platts? Who knows? Johnson tries to go again. Down towards the half-forward line. Brown has had a very good night indeed. Liberatore gives it back to Garlick. Garlick goes in towards the pocket. Cook was the target. Grant is there also. Can't keep it in play. But they've got it deep in their attacking zone. And they've forced a throw in. Full house of just under 40,000 fans, and they have not moved. Rain has stayed away. The breeze has made it difficult, but Garlick has shown some skills there. Liberatore caught one high. Bang, he gets crunched. Kicks in towards full forward. Again, the defence standing firm. That was Stevens. Short to James. Time to tidy up once more. Looking to draw the player. Instead goes to Rashudo. That was good. The Roos at half-back. Kicked 3 goals in a blinding third quarter. But they need more yet. Herbert to the outer side. Goes very, very wide. Gallagher. Big ask now for the youngster. He gets caught, ripped to the ground by Hudson. Ball spills free. Winmar is lurking. Does well. Beautiful little twist and turn. Back he goes to Hudson. Hudson looks for options further down the ground. Bounces the hand pass back towards Winmar again. Tucks it up under his arm. Could have almost been pink. Instead goes the other way. And dangerous because he's given it to Hudson. Hudson floats it in towards goal, and that could just about seal it.
It's a new season, and your favourite team is looking good.
But that's ready to rumble!
They're slicker.
I've been gay 4 times.
Quicker.
Well, the club's hopping mad about it.
They're hopping mad.
And very definitely on the ball.
About that, there is no doubt.
If it's big in football,
You're right.
it's on Live and Kicking.
They're only extra large on a double extra large.
Linford Christie and West Coast's Woosha drop in on Live and Kicking Wednesday.
Well, this is a game that's had everything. Some interesting decisions, some interesting kicks. The bottom line is there's a 20-point margin in favour of the Dogs. Still time for the Crows. Liberatore.
Played a good game tonight, Liver.
Yep, out of the middle. Johnson up against a couple. It spills free. Maybe McLeod could produce something again. Loses it this time to Brown. He's done very well. Got the late call. Marnie written into the ground. The door may open for Matty Connell. Tired legs, he tries to get them going. He gets claimed, ripped away from the ball, picked up by Tyson. He's in scoring range. He goes long in towards the goals, and it is slapped over defensively by one behind.
Well, they've been pretty good down there, the Bulldog defence. They've been under siege for most of this term. They probably look as if they've done enough.
John Reid there with Malcolm Blight. Here's Dimatina, tucked in the back pocket, goes again to Curley, you're in trouble. Needs help and gets it in the form of Garlick. He's under pressure too, and eventually taken over the line. Curls.
They're saying there's a lot of tired players out here, a lot of mistakes happening, as everybody can see. And I think the Bullies will just hang on long enough.
Yeah, just watching Matty Connell and trying desperately to get those legs pumping, but it's not easy. Back with the live action again as Garlick is swung in a 360, loses the ball.
Todd Curley's in a bit of trouble also. He's been told he better stay out in the ground though, because they're well, Liam Cameron's up and running. Simon Garlick's had a great game tonight.
Yep.
Yes.
Robrin tried to get it off. Speaking of the man, another ball up. Kane Johnson wearing 28. There's Curley.
Curley's he's got back up here, eh?
He's had a knee twisted there.
And he's a little puffed.
It's proper.
Robrin charges at it. Liberatore got one high at the bottom from a desperate Rashudo. This little bloke can get battered from pillar to post and still get up. Call to play on now. Goes to half-back. Robrin was there. Darcy Alter almost threw it out. James, collared by Garlick and co. And he can smell victory with just 3.5 minutes remaining. The outer side of the ground in the Crows attacking zone. But kicking goals now has become very, very difficult. A ricochet sees it go over the line on the full, so they're still there with a chance. James has it. Just over 3 minutes left. 19 points the margin. They need a big mark. Not going to happen. Southern defends. He's had a pretty good game, Danny Southern. Drifts it back towards half-back. Connell keeps it in play with a left foot chip. That's okay. Maybe a chance now. The snap from 40 metres out. They're still hanging on. Thanks to Kane Johnson.
My stuffed shirt, Professor? He just shot somebody.
He's a respected man who taught her everything.
He's like my father.
Now she must use every trick she's learned.
Our case is accident.
He didn't mean to pull the trigger.
To prove him innocent of murder.
The defendant shot an unarmed man 5 times.
My hand just clenched.
Professor Pearson picked up that gun to protect himself.
But in the courtroom, anything can happen.
It would not be possible for the weapon to discharge 5 times. It was not something I decided to do.
The Practice, Tuesday, 9:30 on 7.
Kane Johnson has his first. The Crows continue to hang on. They've got time. Dimartino almost held. Herbert tries to get it out of the middle. Goes again. Tumbles out to James. That was good play. These are desperate times now for Tyson. Swings around, pushes it wide towards left half forward. Robin had it and lost it. Lost it again. Southern tried to throw it out. The Dogs have the numbers. Clever little kick by Johnson. Heads towards the line, but gains 25 metres.
Sandy, I think Malcolm Blight will be wrapped in the way that Lucas Herbert attacks that footy. I saw just in that middle, he went for the tap, got the ball out, fumbled the handball, but then lunged and knocked the ball out to his teammates' advantage.
Dent takes it from the throw-in, kicks towards centre wing. Good mark by Burton. He's grown in confidence as the game has progressed.
Done better when he went into the defence.
Here comes Robrin. Couldn't take it. Belted away by Curley. That's a big hit indeed. And it could be a telling one, because now it goes to the outer side with Rowan Smith. He bounces his way down towards half forward. Chris Grant, the target on the 50. Stevens is right there with him. Grant pushes the ball towards the line. Stevens will go again. Smith goes again. Here comes Grant. Gets it forward to Rowan Smith. Keeps it in play. Left foot chip, centering towards Martin. Picks it up on the half volley. Needs Hudson to get in there and help him. Now he does. They run out of players, however. And Johnson gets the hand pass away towards James. He's in trouble. Back again it goes now to the big man in Herbert. Herbert comes wide. Kicks short. Marnie intercepts for the Dogs. Goes again. Had a great first half. Off to Martin. Down towards the right forward pocket region. Down towards Brown. He opened with a couple of goals. Kick is a beauty. And he can set it up for Hudson.
Great pressure from both teams then. I think Rowan Smith on the other side of the ground followed up then. But go back on this one. Great vision by Brown again. Very, very handy player. He seems like a player who's been around for 3 or 4 years, isn't he? It's only his 2nd year, though, in the league. 3rd year.
Hudson going for number 4. This to put it beyond doubt. Looks pretty good. He's got it. The Dog fans are delirious, and so too is he. He's kicked his fourth. And the Bulldogs are going to go on and record their first win under lights against the Adelaide Crows. He's kicked the goal and he's heading straight for the bench.
Well, it's a great way to start a season, coming here to a football park and to go away with the 4 points. In particular, I guess there was a bit of added incentive for the Bulldogs, given their embarrassing loss in the preliminary final last year. But you can do no more than come across here and exact some sort of revenge.
19 points, again the margin. Darcy beaten by Herbert, taken out of the middle by Beckley, who kicks up towards half forward. Marnie cuts across, gets a hand to it, and that is all. Tyson Edwards chips towards goal. Well, they won't lie down, but they're going to run out of time.
Oh, it's been a great performance by both sides. The Crows were gone at half-time, but they came out and really did have a crack in the 3rd term. But the Bulldogs have just been that bit sharper, had that bit more run. And I think you've got to give them credit as well, Sandy, because they've had a major victory here with 2 of their very best players not available.
Yep, right. And made a late change with Ellis. The Croft injury too. I mean, they've had their problems. And they've overcome them.
Without doubt, though, I think it was an inspired move and inspired inclusion to get Brown into the team.
Here's Rashudo. Long into the pocket. James couldn't take the mark. Nigel Smart there also, and there'll be a throw in right half forward. Great start to the season on Saturday night football here on 7. As the the Crows begin their defence, and the Dogs, who know what it's like to lose a couple of preliminary finals, hope to make amends. Connell tries to bend one back to no avail, out of bounds on the full.
I guess we're going to have to wait to find out the exact diagnosis for Ben Marsh, but I mean, this is really getting critical now for the Crows. They can't afford to lose another tall player if both Wren and Marsh are out for the season.
Well, Lucas Herbert's year could change rather dramatically.
It's a great challenge for him, Sandy, I reckon.
It certainly is, yep. Demartina kicks to the outer side. There's a big pack of players there. The last kick of the night is going to come from Stevens. Into half forward. Big pack of players there, but there's the siren. And Bulldog players are absolutely ecstatic because they've come here. They've taken on the defending champions. Under lights. They've never beaten them till now under lights, and they've done it. Nicky Widmar in his new colours has got through his first game. The Bulldogs picking up 4 premiership points with a gutsy win indeed. The final score, Bulldogs 13-13, 91. Adelaide 12-6, 78.
Yeah, it would have been a very long time since the Western Bulldogs haven't kicked a goal in the first quarter. And here you see Andrew McLeod, the dual Norm Smith medalist, snatching a ball out of the defence and putting one through. Here we go, Jarman. Darren Jarman